Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a crazy cut crease looking all matte, I don't know what to call it yet, maybe sunset. I'm going to use some tones from the Prism palette. I don't know. I have a vision, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. So let's wait. I'll put the title of this eye look in the title of the video, okay? Alright, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first step is going to be using my MAC paint, I almost called it a Painterly paint pot, but that's the name of it. It's a MAC Pro Longwear paint pot in the shade Soft Ochre. Painterly is another pretty famous shade from this, but it's more pinky undertoned, I think, and this one's more yellow undertone. That's how I feel about it, and I feel like I have more yellow olive tone that was really confusing. More yellow olivey undertone is what I think I am. So that's why I use Soft Ochre. Anyways, that was pointless. I'm just gonna prime my eyelids. Okay, and then using the same brush, I'm going to set that with Ben Nye banana powder, the loose powder. I really like using Laura Mercier translucent powder, but I gotta change it up sometimes. And then I did mention in my last video that I have eyelash extensions. So a big problem for me is I get tons of like product on my eyelash extensions that I don't want there. So if that ever happens, like, I don't know if you could tell, but I have tons of powder on my eyelash right there. I could just brush it and it'll all come off. So like when I'm done with every single look, I just go ahead and brush it. Oh look, one fell off. It's okay. Just like that. Alright, and now that gave us a nice base for what we're going to put on top, and I'm going to take a blending brush, and I always use my little Sephora color switch, and the first color I'm going to use is, excuse me, I have hiccups, Unity, right here. I'm going to use this one, Unity. And I'm just going to use that with my Bobbi Brown eye blender brush, and I'm going to put that in my transition area. Eyeshadow is like, I know it seems kind of hard for people, but it's really gets easier if you just follow like using lighter shadows to darkest shadows, and then if you just apply a small amount and keep blending and blending and blending and blending, they'll eventually look super good. So that's really the key to eyeshadows, I think. Personally, that's my advice. Now I'm going to take the shade Eden, right here, and I'm going to put that in my crease. And then another super good tip, I really just thought about this, is using a clean brush. Like my brushes, they don't always look the cleanest, like they still, because I use light colored brushes, like these are cream brush hairs, so that they stain really easily when you use a darker shadow. So like this one, it doesn't look like it's clean, but there's no, like I have something right there, but there's no color transfer, I guess the word would be. So this is why I really recommend this color switch whenever you're doing eyeshadow looks, because if you're using say a dark color, like if I'm using this dark brown right here, this is called Parallel, and I put that on, and then I use the color switch. Hold on, we gotta mix it around in there. It still looks brown, but then if you do it next, like there's nothing there. So I really recommend this color switch. Okay, now back to the eyeshadow. Alright, now I'm going to take a smaller tapered blending brush. Tapered means when it's like bigger up here and then it goes to smaller. And taking the color right here, this is Saturn, and I'm going to put that in the outer edge of my crease to really deepen up the outside. And then going back in with the shade that I just used before, Eden right here, and I'm going to pop that in my crease again to lighten up the Saturn shade. Alright, so I really do want that pinky salmon color to show through, so that's why I'm using a lot of that Eden shade. But now I'm going to cut out my crease. I'm not going to lie, I am probably not the best person at this. I have only done it, I think like one other time, but I'm going to try. I'm going to try and make it even. I'm not sure what brush I want to use yet, so let's see. Okay, so I'm going to use the end of the Naked 2 brush that like comes in the kit. I'm just going to use the smaller side, and I'm going to take some Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is in the shade 10. I'm just going to put it on the back of my hand and then cut out my crease. Dang, I'm proud of myself. Okay, just go really slow. I mean, that probably took like 3 seconds in this video, but really that took me 10 minutes, so just go really slow. Okay, that honestly took me like 20 minutes. But now I'm going to go ahead and put the color, yeah, Sphere. I'm going to put that on where I just cut out my crease. Dang, that looks cool. Okay, now I'm going to go back with this tapered brush that I used for the shade in the outer V that I used for Saturn. I'm going to go back in with this one and take Eden on that brush and blend the Alright, now I'm going to take Saturn in the outer V again just to deepen up that outer V again. Okay, and then I'm going to apply the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Okay, and for my lower lash line, I'm going to take the shade Eden first and then rub a little bit of Saturn in the outer corner. Alright, and then for my brow bone, I am going to take another, oops, where'd it go? It's gone, okay. I'm going to take the shade Lucid right here on the same brush that I used the, to put the concealer for the cut crease. This is just from the Naked 3 palette. So I'm going to take Lucid and put that in my brow bone. And that's it for this tutorial. I really hope that you enjoyed it. The foundation that I used was Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. And yeah, I just did the rest of my face and I really actually like this eye look. I mean, I don't think I'm going to wear it out anywhere, but I just think that it looks really cool. And I hope that you enjoyed. Have a nice day. Bye.